The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Celtics. Smart is out there with Brown. We've got Williams. We will see him go to work on that low block. One of the great centers right now in the league. And it's Horford in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, Lowry out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Tucker in at the power forward.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive boards.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low. Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
On defense, Boston. Lowry kicks to Butler. From 11 feet away, and that one's good. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode. He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. Coach said a main goal of theirs is to prevent easy looks from outside. He told me closing out hard on all their shooters is going to be a very big key in this one. If we can't bother their shooters, it's going to be an awfully long 4 quarters for us, gentlemen. We'll see how it turns out, guys.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And taken away by Brown. To the middle. Tries to keep it alive. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Boston on D. Robinson inside. Some solid defense from Brown.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
No one near him. Gets it to go.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Lowry dishes to Butler. Six on the shot clock. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making. Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most dominant teams at home. The Heat just destroyed people down in Miami, and only the Denver Nuggets had more wins at home than the Heat did.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Brown.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Butler kicks it to Tucker. He dishes it to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound, Heat. Pass to Tucker. The feed to Lowry. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Maybe that was not. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's Brown on the wing. He kicks to Smart. Into Al Horford. And the shot is good. Horford's got his first points of the game.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Back to Lowry. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Robinson for 3. Outside Butler. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
The Heat trail by 7. Here's Vincent. Williams with the block. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity. Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back plays, guys."
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year it seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah. They added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
Vincent drills it from outside.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Tyler passes to Butler. Here's Vincent. Williams with the block. On the wing, Williams. Tice. Outside, White. Smith on the wing. Shot from free throw range. Misses off the left iron.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guy. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table. It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
White, left side. There's the bucket, good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, and he can guard multiple positions out there. You just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
The Heat trail by 10. Here's Vincent. 6 points for him. Butler, he's guarded by Williams. There's the dish to Tyler. 5 on the clock. Fires it up. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's the floater. Williams with the block. Smith left side. The kick out to Williams. Dishes it to White. Defended by Vincent. Smith outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's White missing. Miami's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Tyler dishes to Butler. He passes to Vincent. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's White. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Let's see if we can spice up your Tuesday night with a little halftime report. Boston leading against the Heat at American Airlines Arena. Textbook defensive play on their part. You couldn't draw it up any better. And midway through, the Heat are still alive. You look at the offensive rebounds, they're creating second opportunities, and that's a key to winning. Jimmy Butler certainly contributing with his play. No hiccups in his game so far. He's putting up points with ease. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now back to the action in South Beach.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 5.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Like as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their second title in a row.
Here's Smart after the made shot from Robinson. Here's Horford. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Tucker. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback from the Heat that led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat. You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Clark, that was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6 seconds to go. The Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off the chart. Absolutely fantastic.
Here's Butler, and the lead is down inside single digits. Butler's got 6.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. And I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
The Heat trail by 12. Outside Lowry. Number 13, guarded by Horford, uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
I think he's been kind of passive today, and maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Rejected by Smart. Down low. Nice ball movement by Boston. Williams with the ball. Butler covering. And it's Brown missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his
man. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Got a piece of it. Lays out. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And here's Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 8. Inside. Here's Butler. He goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. 10 points for him.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Pound kicks to Smart. Williams inside. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. Boston again missing. Feeds it to Lowry. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by... All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle starts for Boston.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Robinson for 3. That is good. Robinson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And what I like, quite honestly, is his rock-solid consistency offensively. You know he's going to put the ball in the basket for you every game.
To the inside. And Tucker kicks to Tyler. Number 31, he's guarded by Thomas. Number 13, and it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Lowry drives in. Robinson to the paint. Here's Tucker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Brown against Robinson. And finished off by Brown.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Free throw good from Brown. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Tyler. He feeds it to Tucker. Pass to Lowry. And it's blocked by Brown. Tatum, Lowry covering. Back to Horford. Passes to Williams. Stolen. Kicks it to Tucker. And there's the pass to Tyler. And taken away by Brown. Tatum. And he slams it one-handed.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kenny.
Williams a screen. Inside. Shot is no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Heat trail by 3. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Right side Robinson to tie it up. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Smart passes to Williams. And the shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 5. He'd have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Number 13, he's guarded by Williams. Williams with the defensive effort. He dishes it to Smart. The three-pointer, no good. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. 59 seconds left in the fourth. There's a screen. And Tyler kicks it to Tucker. Lowry, all sorts of time. Shot is off.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Just 5 on the clock. Picked away. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Off with the layup. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, you're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. A different look for Miami. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 8. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finished. Over.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, well.
Hey,